was going off the racetrack, and the car just simply got away from him there and smoked it hard, nose first, right into the front straightaway wall. Well, I can see it from here. Cale taking his helmet off, his gloves off, under his own power there, talking with the rescue crew. So good news from the front stretch. Cale Thomas getting hard into that guardrail there on the front straightaway. Doing a number on the Coca-Cola billboards right down front.
Tony, I thought you said he was pulling down off the track, is that right?
Well, it could be. It appeared he was heading that direction, whether he was slowing down or something broke on the car. But when he hit about where you're standing, that car just immediately spun around and nosed him right into the guardrail.
If you look right here down on this, as it's coming off the track, it is extremely greasy still.
Yeah.
Could be part of the problem. I'm not saying it is, but it certainly could have played a factor into it. So.
Well, he got hard into the guardrail there on the front straightaway. Taking just a minute to get out of the car there. He took his helmet off and his gloves off. We can see on the camera as we see some heavy front end damage on the 101 car. 5 laps in this 10-lap dry-dean heat race. Top 4 cars moving on, and they'll take just a minute to pick that car up here on the front straightaway. See the wood jammed in there. If you're watching on the Impact4800.com big screens or at home on Dirt Vision like Mark and Rhonda are, you can see that muck there that Mike was speaking of as well. But again, not sure if he was heading off the track or just what exactly happened there, but nonetheless, that car spun around quickly about where Mike Roberts is standing. We're going to have a Dirt Vision replay for you. Car is on the outside of the screen there, big push. And then he just came straight across the track. So something broke on that car long before he got down into turn number 1. And as you watch, if we could get one more look at that replay, as he came through the corner, that car was trying to go straight and he had the wheels clear to the lot. And then when he came off the front straightaway, it just went right to the bottom. And no place for him to, he was along for the ride more or less, Mike, as he got down to where you're standing.
Exactly right. And after you watch this on the replay, like you said, guys, you can tell something definitely broke up there. Great catch with the cameras on top of the roof, but wow, what a hard hit. These do not give. Very fortunate. Bad luck to tear up the car, but lucky crawls out.
And Mike, we're watching him walk away there. He's talking to his crew, and the hand signals of the car going lock to lock is pointing over the corner. So something was broke on that car when he came through the corner. Let's go back down to the infield with Chase.
Yeah, that's a tough deal there, Tony, because just a week ago when we were over at I-55 Raceway for the Ironman, Cale Thomas didn't even make it a lap in the feature and had something break in the front, and I believe he said it was a torsion stop, and he spun out in front of the field there and got in a crash. So if something broke again in the front in a completely different race car, that's just some bad luck there for the driver in Fairland, Indiana.
Definitely is not the way you want to start your Knoxville Nationals qualifying night for sure here on Wolf Eichmann and qualifying night number 2. So we get the field lined up here once we go back to yellow. It's going to be just a minute here while they pick up that car there in turn number 1. See the wrecker picking it up off all fours, getting them off the ground. We'll get a little speedy dry down there to clean up the liquids that have been dumped onto the racetrack. When we go back to yellow here on the racetrack and fire off the cars again, Jeff Swindell will line up as the leader. Interestingly enough, guys, Jeff Swindell in a car that has not been on the racetrack this season in the Mike Vanderecken Motorsports car number 10. Teaming up with Mike here for this week. Mike, a long-time car owner here at the Knoxville Raceway. A lot of legendary drivers like Skip Jackson, to name a few, that have wheeled that car here at the Knoxville Raceway to victories. Sawyer Phillips will line up second. Parker Price-Mill will line up in the third spot, and Carson Macedo in that fourth and final transfer position. Tyler Courtney in the fifth spot. He was contending there just prior to the caution. He was closing back in on Macedo. We'll see how he does here on the restart. Scotty Field will line up 6th, Matt Jewell 7th, Bobby Meitzer will be 8th. Let's go down to Wade Alter in the infield. Wade, what do you got?
So anyway, just thinking back, I really always loved Jesse till the theater. He cover announcer for the Slick 50 series that you created for that winter series.
You bet, for sure.
He did such a great job, and you think he's been far more than just a guy who's wheeled these things. Of course, he's right behind leading technology, but do you remember how they had to like skull drag the cars up the track for the commercial breaks? It was so brutal. And one little thing I used to make funny loosely, Tony, I just looked into a one-way airfare back to San Diego.
So what are you going to do all winter?
Well, that's what I mean. At the end of it is that they had an envelope with 15 grand cash in it and it rocked up on the plane. $15,000. I'll send you an email when I get home on Tuesday, mate.
Sounds definitely.
Yeah.
You know, talking about the Slick 50, it reminds me of Pat Patterson and our good buddy Greg Stevens, who's watching online here. Did so much video work back on that series, and boy, it was just a great time. Here we go, getting ready to go back to the green flag. The Craig Ford Raptor pitch truck pulls to the infield. We go green at the Seabolt restart zone here on the front straightaway. The orange cone placed on the front chute. By 2/1000ths of a second over Parker Bryce Miller, Tyler Courtney, and Carson Macedo. Your top four, Matt Jewell comes home fifth, Scotty Field, Bobby Meitzer, Jeff Swindell with trouble